In the dark garden, under the lone moonlight, Prince Philip was practicing his wedding vows.
Cocoon, I vow to love you forever. Will you be my wife?
He slipped the wedding ring onto a dry branch, wanting everything to be perfect for the upcoming ceremony. But as soon as the ring touched the branch, the ground beneath him began to tremble violently. A soft, eerie laugh echoed in the wind, and from beneath the earth, a vampire bride slowly appeared, her eyes glowing a deep, sinister red. Elara stood proudly under the full moon, her mysterious beauty shining in the night. Philip stepped back, his heart pounding, intending to flee, but before he could escape, her icy hand gripped him tightly and pulled him forcefully.
Help me! Help me!
He only managed to scream briefly before they both vanished into the cold night. What happened to Prince Philip? Let's find out with Boa Fairy Tales. In the kingdom of Alisenka, there was a prince named Philip, the only son of King Animalis and Queen Helena. Philip was famous throughout the kingdom not for his bravery or handsome appearance, but for his incredible clumsiness.
Don't touch that. It's valuable. Let me.
Despite being a prince, Philip had no talent for wielding a sword or commanding troops. His favorite hobby was playing the trumpet. However, Philip didn't realize that his music was quite difficult to listen to. Oh Lord, it's like torture for the ears. Every time he played, something unfortunate would happen as his music filled the castle. Today, King and Queen arranged for Philip to meet and get engaged to the beautiful Cocoon, the princess of a neighboring kingdom. This marriage was the foundation of an alliance between the two kingdoms. If it failed, it could lead to war and shatter the long-standing peace in an instant. To everyone's surprise, Cocoon fell head over heels for Philip at first sight, inexplicably charmed by his unusual trumpet playing. And Philip, too, felt something for the first time, a girl treating him kindly. King Alex of the neighboring kingdom saw the benefits of this marriage and insisted on a quick wedding.
Cocoon, stay at the castle and prepare for the wedding. Remember to take good care of Philip.
Yes, father. However, Cocoon's time at the palace was anything but smooth whenever she was near the prince. Accident happened frequently, making her both anxious and amused each time they interacted. The night before the wedding, Philip felt anxious about making mistakes on his big day. He decided to leave the palace to find some quiet space and practice his vows. Under the lonely moonlight in the dark garden, Prince Philip knelt with a solemn expression.
Cocoon, I vow to love you forever. Will you be my wife?
He slipped the wedding ring onto a dry branch, wanting everything to be perfect for the upcoming ceremony. But as soon as the ring touched the branch, the ground beneath him began to tremble violently. A soft, eerie laugh echoed in the wind, and from beneath the earth, a vampire bride slowly appeared, her eyes glowing a deep, sinister red. Elara, a vampire bride, emerged after being inadvertently proposed to by Philip. Young man, I made a vow that anyone who proposes to me will become my husband, and now, without a doubt, you are that man.
No!
Philip tried to run, but Elara's strong hands quickly grabbed him, pulling him down into the earth. The prince disappeared, leaving behind only the silent garden under the gloomy moonlight. As Philip was dragged down into Elara's domain, a sense of fear overwhelmed him. Around him was a strange world where giant vampire worms were crawling about, setting up tables and chairs for a feast. Black cats with jet black fur were beating drums and playing trumpets, while slender long-legged spiders danced in the dim light. The sound of the insects blended into eerie music, making the atmosphere even more mysterious. They welcomed Philip warmly, as if preparing for a grand wedding.
Welcome, groom, to this kingdom. Congratulations, Elara.
Thank you.
This must be a dream, right?
Philip still couldn't believe what was happening before his eyes. He panicked so much that he slapped himself, hoping the pain would bring him back to reality. But at that moment, a small worm suddenly crawled out of Elara's ear. Without a hint of embarrassment, she caught it. The sight made Philip realize this was not a dream.
Elara, please, let me return to the living world. My fiancée, Cocoon, she must be worried and waiting for me.
Cocoon, a wife? Don't be ridiculous. I am your wife, Philip.
This is all just a misunderstanding. Elara, I didn't mean to.
A misunderstanding? You put the ring on my hand. Don't even think about escaping, Philip. Stay here, for you belong to me now. Elara was thrilled because having a husband like Philip was something she had longed for during her years of imprisonment underground.
No, I won't just sit here and accept this fate.
Philip continuously searched for a way to escape from this bizarre place. But every time he tried to flee, Elara's spiders would immediately appear, spinning webs to block his path and dragging him back. You won't escape, Philip.
Let me go! Let me go!
You must be confused from hunger. These are my favorite dishes. You love them. But the sight of the wriggling live worms and centipedes only made Philip nauseous. Philip felt nauseated just looking at the sight, unable to swallow anything, and he could only tremble in his hunger and fear. If you don't eat, you'll grow weak. Elara began to worry about her fiancé's health. So she decided to venture to the surface to find food for him. Even though it was extremely dangerous for a vampire like her to be exposed to sunlight, Elara struggled with her first attempt at catching a chicken. She fought against the harsh sunlight, enduring the heat and sweat, while the chicken flailed violently. When she finally managed to roast the chicken, her skin was sunburned and scorched red.
Why would you do this for me? I hate you!
Despite his lingering irritation, the young prince realized that this was the first time someone had cared for him so sincerely. As night fell, the cold and damp air underground made Philip fall ill with a fever. He was too weak to get up. You're sick! Worried that something might happen to him, Elara gently laid Philip down. Vampires typically have cold bodies, so Elara used her icy hands to cool Philip's fevered brow. And so, Elara stayed up all night, tirelessly caring for Philip. After many days of being unconscious due to the fever, Philip finally awoke. You've awakened! You have no idea how worried I was.
I don't need you to worry about me. I can't continue to endure this misunderstanding any longer. We cannot get married.
Why not?
You're a vampire, and I'm a human. We belong to two different worlds. I don't love you. The engagement with the branch was just an accident. Alara, are you trying to ruin my life?
Ruin your life? You were the one who made the first move, not me! Although Philip didn't mean to be cruel, his words unintentionally pierced Elara's fragile heart.
Have I gone too far? I shouldn't have been so harsh.
Seeking solace, Philip wandered through the underground, talking to the creatures there.
Greetings, Elara's groom.
Hello? But I'm not the groom here. I'm trying to figure out how to escape this situation.
Perhaps you need to understand Elara better. Though she seems strong, she's actually very fragile and has been deeply hurt.
Years ago, Elara was a beautiful girl living in a small village. She fell deeply in love with a man, but he betrayed her, stole all her money, and cruelly murdered her to cover his crime. Elara died in pain and betrayal, but a passing vampire saved her and brought her to this underground realm to live again. However, the price was that she was cursed to live in darkness forever. To break the curse, Elara needed someone to propose to her and perform a formal wedding. Philip listened in silence, and his heart slowly tightened.
So that's the pain Elara had endured.
Philip began to understand the kind-hearted vampire Elara, and he no longer resisted and apologized to her. However, Philip started to suffer severely from the cold and damp environment underground. His health deteriorated rapidly, and his condition worsened as illness took its toll, leaving him increasingly weak. Elara, seeing Philip's declining health, became deeply worried and saddened for him. Perhaps I should let you go. I can't keep you here out of stubbornness. If you stay, your condition might worsen.
If you do that, Elara, it means you'll continue to live underground alone.
I'd rather that than see him suffer. Elara handed Philip a connecting gem, hoping he wouldn't forget her. Before leaving, Philip decided to perform a musical piece underground. With no trumpet available, he created a special melody by blowing through leaves. The harmonious sounds from his lips warmed the hearts of all the underground creatures, creating a deeply emotional and connected atmosphere.
Thank you, Elara. I will always remember your sacrifice and love.
Philip returned to the surface with a sense of renewed purpose, ready to marry Cocoon. But his joy was quickly extinguished when he discovered the dark truth hidden behind the wedding veil. The sight before him was shocking. His parents, the king and queen, were imprisoned and injured.
Father? Mother? What happened?
So, you've returned at last. Good. Now, I'll reunite your entire family in hell.
It turned out that from the start, Alex and Cocoon never intended to create a good alliance through marriage as Philip had believed. Instead, they had been secretly planning to take over Philip's kingdom for a long time. The wedding was just a trap. Did you really think I would love a fool like you? Dream on.
You've deceived me. I trusted you completely, and all I got in return was betrayal. You'll pay for this.
Too bad you won't live to see me pay for anything. At that moment, the precious gem Elara had given to Philip before he left the vampire realm began to glow strangely. He's in danger. Sensing the urgency of Philip's situation, Elara decided to risk her life to save him. Despite knowing that venturing to the surface before sunset was dangerous for her, Elara did not hesitate. Guided by the gem, Elara quickly reached the castle. The eerie guards that Alex and Cocoon had secretly placed around the area blocked every path. But Elara was undeterred. She fought bravely, overcoming each layer of defense with agility and determination. Elara finally made it into the palace, and the scene before her was horrifying. Philip was tied up, surrounded by traitors who were preparing to execute his family. Philip, are you all right? With her remaining strength, Elara launched herself into battle against Alex and Cocoon, determined to protect Philip. However, Alex and Cocoon quickly realized Elara's weakness was sunlight. Alex, wielding a magical, blindingly bright lamp, shone it directly on her, causing Elara immense pain and weakness.
Elara! Elara!
Now, let's see what you can do when you're this weak. Give up. Go back to your underground life.
No matter what, I will not give up. I must protect the one I love. Hearing Elara's heartfelt words, Philip tearfully realized his true feelings. As Elara was being overpowered, the sky suddenly darkened. Many vampire creatures suddenly appeared to support her. In the darkness, Elara began to regain her strength. Taking advantage of this precious opportunity, she fought Alex with her last bit of determination. Elara was unaware that Philip was still under Cocoon's control. It's over, Elara! It's all over! You're all going to hell! Stop it! Don't hurt him! Elara mustered all her remaining strength and charged at Cocoon. In doing so, her body gradually disintegrated into nothingness right before Philip's eyes.
No! No!
Overcome with sorrow and emotion, Philip took out his trumpet and played a deeply moving melody. Its sound echoed like a farewell song, yet it also carried a call for a miracle. Immediately, a miraculous light enveloped the area, and from Elara's last remnants, she began to be reborn. The curse that had plagued Elara was one that could only be broken by true love, and it was Philip's sincere feelings that freed her from her tragic fate. From then on, they lived together in love and happiness ever after.
Immersing herself in the soothing melody, Lumi found happiness while dancing. However, that feeling quickly faded away.
Lumi, how dare you dance? Mom, I'm sorry, but this is my only passion. If you haven't learned to repent yet, then get ready to face punishment.
What happened? Let's find it out with Roa Fairy Tales. In the magical land of Firelight, the power of fire was considered an indispensable part of daily life. It was a symbol of the strength and pride of the Firelight tribe. The ability to create fire made life easier for the people of Firelight tribe. However, for Lumi, this power was a burden as she couldn't control her abilities. When Lumi experienced negative emotions or faced low air temperatures, the fire within her body flared up, causing trouble for the people around her. She is the daughter of Sully, who owned the largest bakery in the town of Firelight.
Lumi, are you okay? I'm fine, Mom. I'm used to it.
Like her mother, Lumi was beautiful, independent, very strong, and never hesitated to express herself. When she was young, Lumi's mother had an accident that had left her legs crippled. Because of this, Sully always worried about Lumi's firepower.
Lumi, you need to diligently learn to control your fire ability better. Yes, Mom?
That day, Lumi accompanied her mother to the neighboring city of the Ice Tribe to purchase goods. That was also her first time leaving her own fire town.
You must control yourself and not cause any trouble. Just rest assured, Mom.
When their carriage stopped in front of a Valyrian Frost Academy that taught ice dancing, the sounds of music echoed from inside the academy, catching Lumi's attention as she witnessed the dancers were dancing on ice. In Lumi's mind, the flames of admiration ignited as she admired the graceful movements of each dancer.
Lumi, let's go back. Mom, today I got to see the ice dancers. Very impressive, Mom. I wish I could perform like them. Stop that thought right now. I strictly forbid you from dreaming about it. Why, Mom?
Lumi tried to ask, but her mother remained silent, leaving her speechless. Back home, with her strong personality, Lumi continued to dream and started to dance, recalling memories once again caught by her mother. This time, her mother's attitude was much harsher than before.
Lumi, I've warned you already. How dare you dance? Mom, I'm really sorry, but I have always thought about the dancers at that academy. If you dance on ice, you will have to constantly have contact with the ice for a long time, and ice and fire counter each other. Moreover, you haven't mastered your own fire-making abilities. Are you underestimating my abilities, Mom? I will never allow you to dance. Stop thinking about it immediately.
After hearing this, Lumi wanted to follow her mother and persuade. But as she approached, a wall of fire suddenly erupted, blazing brightly.
If you continue to dance, I will keep you imprisoned here for life.
One day, while cleaning up, Lumi accidentally discovered a pair of ice dancing shoes in her mother's room. Although she was curious about them, she didn't ask her mother about them due to their Cold War. Instead, a bold idea emerged. Every day, she secretly took the shoes and practiced ice dancing in secrecy. However, her inability to control her firepower caused her dress to almost catch fire many times, luckily without injury.
Lumi, why is your dress burned like this? There was a mouse running by. It startled me, so I created fire. Don't worry, Mom. I'm fine. I handled it well.
Lumi tried to cover up the truth. Fortunately, her mother didn't find out, thinking that she had listened to her. As time went by, with self-training alone, Lumi's skills seemed to freeze, unable to develop further. This made her feel stuck. Moreover, she even caused many disasters for herself.
Maybe I need to go to the Ice City to study at the prestigious Valyrian Frost Academy.
Knowing that if she asked her mother, she would surely be prevented. So one night, Lumi secretly left home, carrying her ambition of pursuing her dream. All alone, the 17-year-old girl went to the big city. The overwhelming and magnificent city of ice made her excited. But unexpectedly, while looking for the entrance to the academy, she accidentally collided and burned the expensive dress of a countess named Tegan, who was a powerful and arrogant woman, always looking down on others.
What are you doing, you lowly person? Quickly compensate me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I don't have much money with me. Then you will have to be my servant until you pay off your debt.
When Lumi arrived at Tegan's house, she was surprised by the splendor of the house. Tegan also had a daughter named Anna, who inherited many bad traits from her mother, always arrogant and haughty.
You're from the Fire City? Be careful with your work. Don't dirty our belongings.
Coincidentally, Anna had been trained in ice dancing since childhood, aspiring to become the best dancer unmatched by anyone.
I also love ice dancing, Miss Anna. Can you please teach me? Dreaming of ice dancing? Ha ha ha! How can someone from the lower class dance on ice? Don't daydream anymore.
Anna's harsh words made Lumi extremely uncomfortable.
You villain!
At that moment, a messenger delivered a letter to Tegan's family. The letter invited Anna to enroll at the prestigious Valerian Frost Academy. Lumi was surprised, but her hostility towards Anna and her passion for ice dancing drove Lumi to decide to impersonate Anna to attend the academy. In class, because she had the enrollment letter, the teacher didn't suspect Lumi. However, in Lumi's mind, she always felt worried, nervous about the opportunity to fulfill her dream. During her studies, Lumi began to realize that she lacked basic knowledge and skills compared to her classmates. Despite her efforts, Lumi always lagged behind her peers. The increasing worries and pressures in Lumi's mind made her unstable and unable to control the fire power within her. This caused a serious accident in the first class, injuring everyone and damaging the classroom due to the fire.
Anna, what the heck are you doing? Anna, I need you to explain this. Why can an ice princess emit fire? Moreover, your basic skills are much worse than the information I knew before.
With her intelligence, Lumi quickly made up a reason to get through it.
Teacher, I've been practicing magic lately. I just wanted to surprise everyone, but accidentally caused a disaster. I'm really sorry to you and everyone. As for dancing, my health hasn't been good lately, so I couldn't focus. I promise to improve.
The teacher, still skeptical, but she didn't say anything more about the incident. However, deep down inside, Lumi felt disappointed with herself. About Sully, upon reading her daughter's letter, she couldn't contain her emotions of worry. The mother's heart accelerated as she set out to search for Lumi, believing that her daughter had gone to the Ice City to learn dancing. Sully searched all over the city and finally remembered Valerian Frost Academy, where she saw Lumi. Seeing her daughter being marked for unsuccessful dancing, Sully demanded to enter despite the Academy guard's prohibition.
Lumi, are you okay? Mom, why are you here? Are you Mrs. Sully? Mrs. Sully is a legend of our academy, everyone.
Deep emotions stirred in Sully's heart as memories of her youth of burning passions emerged. But a terrible accident that year had occurred, making her unable to perform difficult moves and even leaving her legs crippled. When Lumi expressed her desire to dance, Sully was afraid that her daughter would end up like her, living a disabled life.
No one has the right to look down on or trample on someone else's dreams. I'm sorry, my dear. I may have been wrong to hinder someone's dreams. When you perform, I see myself in you. From now on, I'll support you wholeheartedly. I'll teach you the skills you lack. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Under her mother's guidance, Lumi learned to breathe evenly, keeping her state always relaxed.
You must jump to touch the bell. When landing, don't splash water. The lesson requires skillful movements and very high concentration. If you can do it, it will help you control the fire within you. I will be able to do it. Secondly, you must learn to maintain warmth in your body to avoid getting cold, an important thing to control your own firepower.
With her mother's support, Lumi's skills and confidence reached new levels. They shared happiness at seeing Lumi's progress, creating a memorable moment in their lives. In class, Lumi shone and received praise from everyone, making the atmosphere joyful and lively.
Anna is progressing very quickly. She will represent the class in the royal competition.
That made Lumi feel really happy and proud.
Hold on. We can't let an imposter compete, ma'am.
The appearance of Countess Tegan and Anna made Lumi worry about her fake identity.
Teacher, this person is Lumi. She stole my enrollment letter. She can't create ice. Everyone should have seen that.
Is it true? You will have to create ice to prove yourself.
I can't create ice. I'm sorry, everyone.
In her most fearful moments, Lumi was calmly comforted and encouraged by her mother, even though she was also very shocked.
I'm really confused now, but to choose a representative for the talent competition, I highly appreciate Lumi's courage, so I decided to organize a competition between Lumi and Anna to choose the best one to compete.
This was an opportunity for both girls to prove their talents.
Anna, I believe you will win. We can't let an imposter win.
Returning home, Lumi spent the whole night practicing just to win. However, due to excessive practice, she overslept and almost missed the competition, but the teacher gave her a chance.
Don't waste effort, you despicable imposter.
When the competition started, Lumi couldn't show her best due to her tired physical condition. Moreover, Anna discovered Lumi's weakness. That's the fear of cold, and secretly created more ice around the stage, making it difficult for Lumi to perform. Unconsciously, she emitted dangerous flames, and unfortunately, a flame shot towards Anna. In that moment of danger, Lumi didn't think about completing her performance, but quickly used her body to save Anna's life. In the end, Lumi had to accept failure due to the incident she caused, and Anna was chosen to continue competing.
Lumi, why did you save me? Undefeatable Anna! Brave Anna!
Despite giving her all, Lumi couldn't overcome the challenges.
Lumi, you did very well.
She returned home with her mother, leaving behind her dreams. At home, Lumi laid down, feeling sad, refusing to eat or drink, which greatly hurt Sully. At that moment, Sully brought her own ice dancing shoes. She carefully put them on Lumi, and in the gentle melody, Lumi's soul seemed to be reborn. She began to feel the music and dance, performing the most difficult moves combined with smart fire control, creating a beautiful performance.
Lumi, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mom. Now, even though I haven't been able to perform on the big stage yet, the passion in me will never fade away.
But Lumi didn't know that her performance was also watched by the teacher and Anna. It turned out, Anna had confessed to the teacher about her foul play. Although Anna had appeared arrogant, she couldn't deny Lumi's excellence.
I stole a chance from the very person who saved me. Why are you so bad, Anna? I'm sorry. I deeply regret my actions. Lumi, please forgive me.
Finally, all the secrets were revealed, and Lumi was chosen to participate in the competition, fulfilling her own and her mother's dreams. Amidst the tense atmosphere of the arena, Lumi stepped forward amidst everyone's cheers. But that's not the whole story. As the music played, Lumi began her performance, pouring all her emotions, dreams into her dances. Witnessing Lumi's dance, everyone was amazed and astonished. She performed an extremely difficult move that even her mother couldn't do. Admiration appeared on everyone's faces. Lumi suddenly burst into tears, approached her mother, and handed her the achievement of Lumi's hard work. It was a great victory. Perseverance had overcome all obstacles.
It's so dark. Maybe we should go back, Needy. Now I know why the new student is so attractive.
Suddenly the coffin stood upright. Inside was Ken.
I am Barbie, but not beautiful at all. Oh no, I'm late for school.
I don't know who she was like.
In the world of Barbie, everyone must be beautiful by common standards. All Barbies and Kens must attend Barbie Academy, which trains them to be the epitome of beauty. However, this does not seem to apply to Needy. She appears less attractive than her peers.
Someone like you can only stay in this boring knowledge class.
Jennifer, one of the most famous Barbies in the Academy, came to Needy's defense.
Don't you dare bully the weak. Everyone's strength isn't just in their looks.
Thank you for standing up for me.
No problem. Just help me with this homework pile.
Needy always considered Jennifer a friend because she always stood by her. But in reality, Jennifer only saw Needy as a tool to be used. One day, a new Ken transferred from another Barbie Academy. He introduced himself as Vam Ken. Vam appeared cool, even a bit lifeless, yet unusually attractive.
Vam, would you like to try some food I made?
No! Eventually, Vam started dating the most beautiful and famous Barbie at the school, placing Jennifer second to her.
Needy, you need to find out all the information about Vam. Only then can I conquer him.
Needy, though reluctantly, agreed because she considered Jennifer a friend. Needy started secretly following Vam, but with her clumsy nature, she was easily discovered by him. The more she observed, the more Needy realized Vam was not only handsome, but also very kind. Vam was also extremely smart, rarely seen with books, yet his academic results even surpassed Needy's. As a result, she found him even more attractive. But Vam also had some strange traits. He looked lifeless, feared daylight, ate only raw food, and was particularly terrified of anything made with garlic. Needy also learned that Vam didn't have a home, but went into the forest every night, and she always lost track of him. Needy recounted everything she saw to Jennifer.
We must join forces to find Vam's home.
They reached a stone wall and climbed over together.
There's Vam.
Coffin, come here!
With those strange behaviors before, Vam is a vampire. Vam, please don't leave me. I can let you feed on me forever.
I no longer love you. Leave! Needy and Jennifer took the chance to escape.
Vam may be a vampire, but I am sure he is a good person. He would never feed on others.
The next day, the beauty queen Barbie came to school, but was dazed and emotionless like a machine. Seizing the opportunity, Jennifer approached Vam.
This time you'll like it.
Jennifer usurped the throne and became the most beautiful and famous Barbie in the school. Thus, Vam agreed to date her.
I need to change. I can't continue like this.
Needy started trying to become more attractive, but it was all in vain.
This looks ridiculous. A ghostess? Huh.
Needy sneaked into the forbidden area, where she found a dusty book about vampires in a secluded corner.
Vampires have a charm that seduces humans. How to become a vampire? Either let a vampire's soul enter a person or drink a kind of elixir.
No one should become a vampire except me. The next day, Needy returned, and of course, didn't find it anymore.
Should I become a vampire? Where are your eyes? You're just a throwaway Barbie. I must become a vampire to change my life.
Needy remembered the formula for the elixir and became a vampire.
Success!
Her appearance changed completely. Needy became much more attractive. On the first day, Needy came to school as a vampire. All the students were attracted and turned to look at her. Some Barbies tried to mess with Needy, but were stopped by the Kens, or were hypnotized by her to fight each other. Even Vam's attention was caught by Needy. From that day on, Jennifer gradually showed signs of distress. A few days later, Vam broke up with Jennifer. Jennifer came to school looking just like Vam's former girlfriend, emotionless like a machine. Needy intended to propose to Vam, but before she could do anything... Would you agree to be my girlfriend?
I agree.
So Needy and Vam became a couple, always sticking together. Like other girls, Vam took Needy to fancy celebrity parties, but he was surprised when Needy was unusually indifferent. Vam finally had to let Needy lead wherever she wanted. Unbelievably, Needy led Vam to the library. You want to date here?
Sorry for this boring hobby.
No. Coincidentally, that's my hobby too.
I am attracted by your intelligence.
For the first time, Vam felt shy. From then on, the two only dated in boring places, like churches, libraries, the woods. Vam became closer, and Vam began to show signs of inner turmoil when near Needy. Needy also felt her body strangely changing, feeling tired and hard to control herself. Needy, we should break up.
Why?
Seeing Vam in pain, she suddenly lost control and almost hurt him. Are you a vampire? You were really foolish.
Snap out of it! What's going on with you two?
Needy had to use her hypnotic powers on Jennifer.
Tell me everything you know about Vam. Vam is a scoundrel. He's made me suffer and fed on all my emotions. Then he hypnotized me so nothing would be revealed. I have to find Vam.
Needy didn't know that the hypothesis had awakened Jennifer's anger. Needy went to Vam's residence, but didn't find him there.
Vam, where are you? Side effects of becoming a vampire. Vampires will have to feed on and absorb the emotions of those with broken hearts. Eventually, an evil vampire spirit will take control to lead them to feed on those heartbroken victims.
Needy also found a book about the girls Vam approached. Vam wrote that Needy came to him for his personality, not his appearance. He couldn't feed on and hurt Needy. No! Jennifer brought a pile of garlic to ambush and take revenge on Vam.
Needy!
The vampire spirit in Needy recognized Vam was now a broken-hearted person, immediately controlling her to feed on him. Needy struggled to resist, but the spirit had taken control of her body. As Vam had fed on many people, he wasn't controlled by the vampire. He didn't resist, allowing Needy to feed because he truly loved Needy. Needy's goodness emerged. She struggled to regain control of her body to the end. The vampire spirit in Vam sensed danger. It left his body.
Get out of here!
Both spirits rushed to find a new host, Jennifer. The two spirits were poisoned by the garlic and destroyed. Needy now noticed Vam's real appearance, a nerdy guy. Back at his old academy, Vam was also a nerdy Ken who was often underestimated. He began trying to become attractive and turned into a vampire, then was seduced by a vampire spirit. Only when he met Needy, someone just like him and who empathized with him, could he finally wake up. I'm sorry for deceiving you. I will leave here.
I can't lose a friend like you.
Vam and Needy, hand in hand, returned to school to the surprise of everyone. As their appearance had changed again. But this time, the students found their nerdy appearance not boring at all. Thanks to finding someone who loved them, both became much more confident. And it was this confidence that helped them radiate their natural beauty.